Are you aware of the power of mirroring, which is one of the key forces that shapes our reality and can radically transform our existence? It doesn't require us to do anything special or to learn complex techniques. The essence of this principle lies in our inner desire to become what we wish to be. Let's say you dream of millions. In that case, you will first have to find wealth within yourself before it is reflected in the outside world. Otherwise, you will endlessly flail around in search of yourself, mistakenly believing that you are the problem. The transformation of yourself and your life begins from within. This is the basis of the mystical mirror doctrine that we will touch upon today. To understand and embody its essence is to touch the secret ability to transform the world around you, so that even the most ordinary things of your day will begin to shine as if enveloped in a golden glow. As you master this principle, be prepared to face those dark sides of your soul that have so far remained shadows on the path to the light. These are words that may seem harsh, reflections that are not always flattering, but they are inevitable if you long for deep, meaningful change. Prepare to immerse yourself in this process if you are ready for real-life transformation. This video is designed for just such seekers. In the video, I will share with you a unique exercise that is still my faithful companion on the path of self-improvement today. From now on, we will explore this extraordinary principle step by step and discover exactly how it can transform your existence. Reality is a reflection of your relationship with yourself and the world around you. Your inner world and your outer world are two sides of the same coin. If you are convinced that you are not capable of making money, that you don't have the skills to do so, reality will reflect your beliefs. It will say, "These are your thoughts? So be it," and will provide you with more evidence of your inability to earn. Thus, life will throw you situations that confirm your beliefs and assertions. So it's important to remember, the outside world is just a reflection of our inner state. If we look carefully around us, we will notice that many people are increasingly caught up in the chaos of the outside world, consumed by technology, social media, and the hustle and bustle of everyday life. We often lose touch with our inner wisdom and essence that we once knew and understood. Let's break down how we can shape reality according to our desires. After all, the law of attraction says that reality is like a mirror, and we can learn to control that mirror. The first and most important principle is to realize that the mirror of reality reflects two key things: our attitude toward ourselves and our attitude toward the world around us. In other words, what we see in the mirror of reality is a projection of our own perception of ourselves and the world. If you look at yourself and think you are not worthy of success, the reality mirror will reflect that belief. I am not worthy of success. I am not capable of achieving my goal because I am not worthy. And in response, the mirror will show you evidence that you are not worthy. The mirror of reality acts like a faithful companion who is always ready to confirm your beliefs. So instead of trying to change the reflection directly, we should focus on transforming the image we send back to that mirror. This is akin to trying to influence a person. When we say directly, "Don't do that," there is a high probability that he will do the opposite. However, if we inspire and motivate by giving strong arguments against certain actions and explaining the possible negative consequences, the person is more likely to listen and accept our opinion. Thus, our goal is to indirectly influence the world around us. The mirror of reality reinforces what we assert. It will always reflect what we believe to be true in our minds, our understanding of ourselves and the world. Remember, this is one of the most important keys. Now the question becomes, how do we change this? How can we break the pattern and consciously choose what we want? You need to create your own identity and worldview, your own unique paradigm. Let me give you an example to help you understand how to create your identity. First of all, it is important to clearly visualize what you want to achieve in the future. For example, 10 years from now, what will you be doing every day? What will there be in your life that will make it a continuous journey of discovery? Ask yourself the question, who am I now? What qualities and character traits do I have when I achieve, own, and do all these things? This is really important. Now think about your worldview. How do you see the world when you live in this reality? How do you perceive your surroundings when you are experiencing all of these moments? Take time to create powerful affirmations. First, create affirmations that reflect your identity and how you see yourself. For example, I am worthy. I attract abundance because I have the magic touch of an alchemist. Then create affirmations related to your worldview. For example, the world supports my desires. If something seems difficult today, it doesn't mean I can't achieve it tomorrow. Everything takes time, practice, and patience. Respect your time and don't let fears stop you from achieving great things. Be sure to take the time to do this exercise. It can completely change your life. Now let's turn to the second key point. It is important to realize that reflection in the material world does not occur instantaneously. Why is that so? In the world of imagination, you can create any image in the blink of an eye. All you have to do is close your eyes and visualize what you want. In this dimension, everything happens quickly. However, in the material world, in the third dimension, it takes time to translate thoughts into reality. This is due to the physical nature of matter. It is massive and not subject to the desire to change in the blink of an eye. This leads us to the next important concept. To realize your desire, you need to persistently and consistently hold on to your belief. What does that mean? It means that you must be committed to your constructed identity and worldview until you reach your goal. Whatever your aspirations are, start by adopting the image of someone who has already achieved it. Ask yourself the question, what would that person do? And consistently follow that image long enough. People who start practicing these principles notice both ups and downs in themselves. They form beliefs and identities in anticipation of realizing their goals. However, results do not come instantly. At that point, along with the waning of belief, enthusiasm wanes. And just as the mood sinks to a low ebb, the manifestation of what is desired suddenly occurs. But when it does appear, it may be a delayed reaction to your previous negative mood, which in turn may begin to spoil the manifestation because it is a reflection of your feelings. This is how there is a sort of undulating cycle in your life, inevitable ups and downs. There is no way to avoid them. The most important thing is to stay true to your chosen identity and worldview, no matter what. This is the most effective method of making significant changes in your life. Let's turn our attention to another key that I find particularly significant and that I use regularly in my practice. It is important to realize that the mirror of reality does not reflect the emotional hue of your thoughts, but their essence. Reflect on this. When you constantly feel discontent and express it through specific statements like, I'm unhappy with my overworked job, I am annoyed with my boss, I don't like paying bills all the time, the reality mirror doesn't capture your hatred as a feeling. Instead, it captures the specific objects of your dissatisfaction. If you say, I hate paying bills, you'll face more bills. Saying, I'm unhappy with my job, will attract even more reasons to be frustrated with your work. This is the mechanism by which things happen. The more you lament the lack of something in your life, the more reality will validate that lack, giving you even more reasons to affirm your view of the world and your self-identity. Herein lies the key difference between a scarcity mentality and an abundance mentality. It's all about how you perceive the situation. Do you see the glass as half full or half empty? Applying this principle to your life is simple enough. Focus on your desires and what you already have in order to bring change into your life. Realize that right now you already have everything you need. All the progress you've made, the beautiful family you have, and all the splendor of life you want to attract. Just stop for a moment and think, what do I really want? What will make my life an exciting adventure? What will it look and feel like? In the beginning, it may be just a vague idea of what you desire. And when you take the time to do this thinking, when you focus on your dream, the distance between your current reality and your desired future begins to shrink. Because you are expanding the limits of your comfort zone, and that is key number 3. Let's break down the fourth key, which is about the mirror cycle. Once you master it, you can profoundly change your life. Understanding the management of the mirror cycle will remove doubt from your actions, and you will begin to watch reality transform right in front of you. It all starts with awareness. What are some stale patterns that have hindered you in the past? It could be complaints, failures, or rash decisions made in the past. The present moment is when you look at your current situation, whether it's having to pay bills or not liking your job. You recognize it and use it as a starting point to form a new inner attitude, an image that includes your thoughts and feelings, and that is presented to the mirror. The mirror, having no other choice, reflects this image. In this way, It shapes your reality according to what you show it. What often happens is that most people look at their reflection again and find themselves trapped in this repetitive cycle. This is the trap that many people find themselves in. They look at their reflection and realize that their life is spinning in circles and eventually come to the point of thinking, it's the same thing again. What am I doing wrong? People then try different approaches and strategies, including business strategies. They try starting a new project, but without success. They may feel a surge of excitement for a short time, but soon find themselves back in the same old rut, unable to change anything about themselves. But I want you to internalize one important thought. This repetition happens because of a lack of profound change in outlook and self-identity. That's why the key to overcoming it is through the journey of observing yourself, forming a new inner image and reflecting it. This cycle is a typical pattern for those who live without thinking about the meaning of their actions. If your goal is to become the creator of your destiny and the master of your reality, you need to learn how to turn this cycle around. I say this from my own experience, for many years I myself was consumed by these cycles. However, by realizing the cycle, I was able to reverse it. To interrupt this cycle, start by creating an image of who you would like to be. Take your eyes away from the endless thinking and contemplation of your current reality and realize that everything around you today is the result of decisions that were made in the past. This realization is the key to change. If you want to shape your tomorrow, you must consciously choose your today. We start with an image, and once we have defined it, we say to ourselves, this is what I want. This is what I already have in my life. Then the mirror of reality has no choice but to begin to gradually reflect those changes. Even the smallest adjustments will begin to manifest slowly and with some delay. What do we do next? We don't just observe, we affirm. Looking in the mirror and seeing the beginnings of change, we become convinced, this is really working. Look, it's already starting to happen. If your ambition is to become more confident, you will eventually find that those around you begin to perceive you more positively. If your desire is to improve a certain aspect of your professional life or business, you will see things improve. Your world may experience upheaval, but your focus remains on what is consonant with your chosen worldview and self-identity. As you continue on this path, you will find that you will achieve results beyond all expectations. Applying these principles has the power to radically transform your life. Believe me, it's real. I've tried it out on myself, and it really works. That's why I share this knowledge early in your spiritual journey. In the beginning, I thought it was just nonsense. But to my surprise, what I wanted began to come to me faster than I could have imagined. As we dive into the depths of the mirror of reality, we discover an inner power that we often ignore. What unfolds before us in our daily lives is actually a reflection of our beliefs, our identity, and worldview. However, the key to change lies not in passively observing what is happening, but in actively creating an image of the person we wish to become and the goals we strive for. As we work to form this new image, the mirror of our reality begins to respond, making small adjustments that over time lead to more significant changes. The mirror of reality does not set limits. It merely reflects what we portray in front of it. Like an alchemist who transforms ordinary lead into shiny gold, we can change our lives by adopting a worldview of abundance, emphasizing existing wealth and our goals. Traveling through the looking glass of reality is not just about finding your truth, but celebrating our unique ability to create, innovate, and push past the usual limits. It is my sincere hope that these guidelines will ignite a light in you that will guide you on your life's journey and help you shape the reality you desire. Thank you for joining this journey with me. If this video has awakened something important in you, I would love for you to support our channel with a like. Share this video with those who may benefit from it, and leave your comments below. Your thoughts, reflections, and personal experiences are very valuable. Thank you for your attention and for being here with me. Take care of yourself, and until we meet again.